This is the Glenn Beck Program.
From high above Times Square in Midtown Manhattan, this is the third most listened to show in all of America. Hello, I'm apparently your favorite jihadist. Now the left is calling me a jihadist, even though they will not recognize an actual jihad. The world is upside down. We'll give you that here in just a second. Also, we would like to spend just a few minutes on this incredible speech given by our president to our global force for good. Here he is at West Point this weekend giving a commencement speech.
We have to shape an international order that can meet the challenges of our generation.
Hold it just a second. Can we just stop there here? We have to shape an international order. Okay. You know, I think it was George H.W. Bush that first started talking about a new world order, and I was a little uncomfortable with the whole new world order thing. I've been hearing the talk of the new world order for a while. Of course, you can immediately go down the conspiracy theorist road, but you don't really have to do that. You don't have to go to the Star Chamber at all. You just have to look at the headlines of the day. You have to look at the banking bill, the reform. You have to look at any of the stuff that is coming out of Washington. You have to look at the IMF. And it's all very, very clear. Now, in front of our soldiers, we're now talking about a new world order, militarily speaking.
We will be steadfast in strengthening those old alliances that have served us so well.
Stop for just a second. I don't think we have been steadfast in enhancing and holding together those alliances that have served us so well. Didn't we send the bust of Winston Churchill back? Haven't we insulted every... How are we doing with the whole Israel thing? That sounds like we're doing really... seriously. I think we've really done some good stuff holding the traditional alliance of America and Israel together. I mean, other than walking out of a meeting with Benjamin Netanyahu after you invited him here and then not having a state dinner. I mean, I think that's totally... No, he understood.
Those who will serve by your side in Afghanistan and around the globe.
Who? Who is that?
As influence extends to more countries and capitals, we also have to build new partnerships and shape stronger international standards and institutions.
Stop just a second. We need to shape stronger international institutions. We do? We do. Like what? Which international institutions are doing really good stuff that we all like? Why would we want to strengthen them? How do you vote for them? Who runs the IMF? Who's the chairman of the board? Who's members of the board? What is it exactly? How do you vote for them? Can you call them? Help me out. Call them up right now. Find out. Get some information. Just call their office. The IMF, of course, located... Anyone? Okay, so we got that going for us. Well, if you got a problem, don't worry. You can always call the UN because the UN, you know where they're located. And you can call their complaint line and talk to your representative. Call your representative at the UN right now. Who's your representative at the... Of course, their phone number is right. But you know their email address, right? You get such a great response from our federal government. Can you imagine how great the response is going to be to you, a citizen of the world, when you don't vote for any of these people? It's going to be good. Let's strengthen them some more. Anyway, I digress.
This engagement is not an end in itself. The international order we seek is one that can resolve the challenges of our times, countering violent extremism and insurgency.
Stop just a second. Countering violent extremism. I'm glad we didn't say Islamic extremism. I'm trying to think the other extremism that we've got going on right now. What are the other extremists that are going on right now? Help me out.
Violent Tea Party.
Yeah, anti-government.
Anti-government Tea Party.
Extremism.
No, there's been no violent there. He specifically said violent extremism.
Oh, well, they're brandishing placards. Remember that? They have brandished some placards.
They're invisibly spitting.
Invisibly and inaudibly yelling naughty names at people.
Attacking with names.
Okay.
15 times. Nobody got it on tape, but you know
so
what happened.
we don't have Islamic extremism. There is no such thing as Islamic extremism. We learned that from the White House, from the DOJ. There's no such thing as Islamic extremism. So I'm looking for who that violent extremist is. Who is it? Can you help me? We're going to unleash the army of the United States. Go get them! Who? Who exactly? Who is it? Who are we getting? Help me out. How do we find them? How do we identify them? Who are they?
Stopping the spread of nuclear weapons and securing nuclear materials. Combating a changing climate and sustaining global growth.
Stop just a second. Stopping global growth, did he say?
Combating
global growth, I thought he said. Didn't he say global growth?
Couldn't have been what he said. Probably misread.
I must have misread. Okay.
Helping countries feed themselves and care for their sick. Preventing conflict and healing wounds. If we are successful in these tasks.
Yes.
So quiet you can hear birds chirp. That's what I love about it. The cadets are just going nuts for
That
him.
will lessen conflicts around the world. It will be supportive of our efforts by our military to secure our country.
Our country.
Sorry, got cut off there. Gotcha.
Yeah. Darn.
But
and the crowd went wild. He did have to alter his speech. It was in the teleprompter, and he had to remove the line. Wow, that's a lot of cheering. It had to be
because
taken out. There was no
real
cheering.
And it would have sounded pretty
Wow, that's
stupid.
a lot of cheering.
That's about his first decent improv I've ever seen him make.
I can't believe that it was actually that it had to be put in the teleprompter. Wow,
that's a lot of cheering. Why would you even put that in the teleprompter?
Well, because you put that in there because you expected an awful lot, and you didn't want him to go on and on and on about how humbled he was by how much our forces are just cheering wildly for him. Wow, that's a lot of cheering coming from a group of people that I detest. Wow, that's a lot of cheering. People like me used to call our police officers pigs, and people like you, they used to call baby killers. But I've stopped the rhetoric of the past. Now I just say our police officers are stupid or acting stupidly, or they're racist. And you, of course, I just would like to give a medal if you can restrain yourself from killing people. So it's completely different than pigs and baby killers. Wow, that's a lot of cheering.
That's not a good placement of that line.
You don't think so?
No, it's not at all.
Keep the whistling down, Mr. President. Those are birds.
Could it have been that's a lot of chirping? And then
it could have been. Wow, that's a lot of chirping.
That's a lot of chirping. You can hear the birds.
Look at the birds
background.
chirp.
Wow. Is that a cricket I hear, too?
So we got a new international order that we've got going on, and that's fantastic because the new Navy slogan, and naval officers and former Navy people, you've got to be excited about this because this is what our Navy should be doing.
America's Navy, a global force for good.
Yeah, a global force for good. And I think that's what we should be, a global force for good. Or maybe not. We'll give you some more on this coming up in just a second, and the latest Media Matters attack on you. I can tell you where we're headed, and I can tell you where they are headed. Coming up in just a second. First, our sponsor this half hour is LifeLock. Call 1-800-440-4936. When it comes to protecting your identity, LifeLock is the trusted leader because they never sell your information at all. This is the time of the year where you finalize your summer vacation plans. Your brain goes into vacation mode, and sometimes you ignore some of the precautions that you do every day to protect yourself and your personal information.